Hi everybody, welcome to part 4 of room organization. No, I'm not doing any more room organizing. I'm tired of organizing. I want to make something. So let's go ahead and do something fun. Here is a free pattern and it is for a 3-yard quilt and it is from Fabric Cafe. So you need 3 yards. You need 3 fabrics, a yard each. And we're going to make this quilt. So I've been watching several of Donna Richardson's YouTubes and she has explained how to pick your fabric for her 3-yard fabric quilts. So what I did is I found some fabric, and I did find it while organizing. Organizing isn't a bad thing, but every once in a while you just got to take a break and do something fun. So I found this cute fabric with little woodland animals on it. And I want this to be my focus fabric. So you have fabric 1, fabric 2, and fabric 3 on her patterns. Fabric 1 is your focus fabric. Fabric 2 is your lightest fabric. So I'm thinking I'm going to go with these stripes because it's bright and it's fun. And then my fabric 3, I happened upon this, which is kind of a Halloween type thing, but it has the orange and the red. I keep making this fly away. It has the orange and the red in it, so this is going to be my darkest fabric. And I have not even read through these directions, so you and I are going to be doing this together. And like I said, this is free. I will put a link down below where you can go find this particular pattern. With the fabric, blah blah blah, from fabric 1, cut 3 6-inch by width of fabric for strip assembly. 6-inch width of fabric. Okay. Just straightening out the edge. I have no garbage can because okay, meltdown over. 6 inches. Now, when you cut, I'm notorious for never, ever getting a straight line. But I have found I have a better chance at it if I put my 4 fingers on the ruler and put my pinky on the edge and kind of prevent my pressure with the blade from sliding the ruler over. I can't sew a straight line either, so even if it's not straight, it's all good. All right, so I've got my 3 width of fabric. Cut 3 6-inch by width of fabric strip for assembly. Yes, I know I should press my fabric. I'm not that kind of quilter, and I should have closed this because I could get hurt. I have cut myself. These things, even when the blade isn't sharp, the blade is sharp. May not be sharp enough to cut fabric, but skin evidently is easier to cut. Of the blade, 12, 18, and I'm leaving it down. I can learn. 5 1.5 inches for width by width of fabric for border. 1.5, that's pretty small for me. And I left it open again. 1.5, measure twice, cut once. There's 1. Three. 1.5. cut 12, 1.5 inch by width of fabric. Okay, so I need 12 plus 2 plus 5. 12 and 2 is 14 and 5 is 19. All right, here we go. 19 1.5 inch strips. Whew. Two. 3. 19. Yay! So I'm going to set my machine up to stitch a 1/4 inch seam. I've gotten all my fabric cut out. And let's see. Referring to strip assembly diagram, using one fabric, number 1, 6 inches by width of fabric, and 2 fabric number 3, 1.5 inches by width of fabric, sew together on the long edges. Repeat, making a total of 3 strip assemblies. Okay, so let's do this. I am not a pinner, so I'm not going to be pinning. I'm going to put the 1.5 inch strip on top of the 6 inches by width of fabric. This is fabric 1, which is my feature fabric, and this is fabric 3, which is my darkest fabric. Now, if I wanted to, I could pin here, or I could use binder clips. I could use Wonder Clips. So if you want to use Wonder Clips, I would put one. I mean, they don't have to be really close together. This is just to keep your fabric from separating, getting out of alignment. But like I said, normally I am not a pinner. I just like to adjust my fabric as I go along. So again, my machine is set for 1/4 inch. Needle down. I'm not going to go real fast because I want to keep my fabric in alignment, and here we go. The next step is to take fabric 2 and fabric 3 and do the same thing. So I'm going to take this strip just like I did before. Going to take my 1.5 inches of fabric 3. I'm going to line them up. I do overlap the 3 fabric over the 2 fabric just a little, just to make sure that I don't short it. And again, we're going to do 1/4 inch seam. If you want to pin, great. If you want to just use your binder clips to keep it straight, that will work too. Or if you want to freehand it, go for it. No back tacking required. So I have sewn block A, or what will become block A and block B, together. And now I need to press open my seams. Okay, so this is block A. Now that I have pressed my fabric, I need to cut 8-inch blocks. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to straighten out this end where I had one part longer than the other, only I don't have my rotary cutter. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to clean up my end where my strip might have been longer, and what I'll do is I'll line it up on the seam, which of course is perfectly straight. I need 8 inches. Let me read my directions and make sure. Starting with block A, cut assemblies into 8 by 8. So now I have a nice straight line, and I want to measure 8 inches. I've got my stack of fabric, block A, which is fabric 1 and fabric 3. Then I've got my stack of block B, which is fabric 2 and fabric 3. Now what for fun? Referring to the quilt assembly diagram, I am going to start with block A, and I am going to rotate and alternate with block B. So we've got all the cutting done, and we've made all of our squares, and I have run out of time. So stay tuned, because coming up really soon will be how we sew all of those blocks together and create a cute quilt. Thank you for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you want more tips, tricks, and tutorials on quilting, heat transfer vinyl, card making, paper crafting, anything that you might want to do in your craft room. That's what I like to do. Have a great day, be kind to one another, and eat some chocolate. Bye.